Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's English conversation practice.
I'm Leo. We're very happy you're here with us today.
And I'm Tina. On this channel, we help you speak English more naturally through real conversation, clear examples, and useful everyday phrases.
We want English to feel simple, practical, and fun. Not scary, not boring, and not like a huge grammar monster.
Today's topic is very useful for adults, students, and working people. We're talking about changing your job, and we're sharing 100 essential phrases you can use when you want to leave your job, look for a new one, go to interviews, and start fresh.
This topic is important because many people want a new job at some point. Maybe the pay is too low, maybe the hours are too long, maybe your boss says, "Quick meeting," and then it becomes a 2-hour meeting.
That is a very real problem.
Yes, and if you want to talk about job change in English, you need the right words. You need simple phrases you can really use.
So in this lesson, we'll show you how to talk about your feelings, your plans, your interviews, your resignation, and your new beginning.
If you enjoy learning English with us, please like this video and subscribe to the channel.
And don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss a lesson.
All right, new job, new life, new English phrases.
Let's get started.
Tina, how are you today?
I'm good, thanks. I'm a little busy, but in a good way. I made tea, answered emails, and prepared for today's lesson. How about you?
I'm okay, but I'm still waking up.
Still waking up? It's the afternoon.
Yes, but my brain has its own schedule.
That sounds difficult.
It is. My brain is a part-time worker.
Well, I'm glad the rest of you came today.
Thank you. I'm glad too. So, what did you do this weekend?
I cleaned my apartment, went to a bookstore, and spent way too much time reading job and career articles.
That sounds very Tina.
Is that a compliment?
Yes, it means organized, responsible, and maybe a little dangerous around sticky notes.
I do love sticky notes. What about you? What did you do?
I tried to clean my room.
Tried?
Yes. I started cleaning, then I found an old photo, then I found an old notebook, then I sat on the floor and read it for 1 hour.
So you didn't clean your room?
No, but I learned a lot about my past. For example, I learned that 3 years ago I wrote, "This year I will be more organized."
And?
That was a beautiful dream.
That is very relatable.
Thank you. Oh, and I also met an old friend. He recently changed his job, and he told me all about interviews, stress, and learning new office software.
That connects perfectly to today's topic.
Exactly. Speaking of changing jobs, I think many English learners want to talk about this topic, but they don't know the right phrases.
Yes, it's one thing to say, I want a new job, but it's much better if you can explain why, talk about your plans, and answer questions clearly.
So today, we're going from I need a new job to I can talk about my career change in English.
That's right. Let's move into our main conversation. Leo, have you ever wanted to change your job?
Yes, definitely. I think most people feel that way at some point. Sometimes you feel stuck, sometimes you want more money, sometimes you just want a fresh start.
That's a great phrase already. I want a fresh start.
Yes, it sounds hopeful, not too negative.
Exactly. If someone asks, why are you thinking about changing your job? You can say, I'm ready for a new challenge, or I want a fresh start.
I like that. It sounds better than "I'm tired of everything, please save me."
Yes, that second one is maybe too honest for a job interview.
Maybe only for your best friend.
So let's start at the beginning. Imagine you are thinking about leaving your job. What can you say?
You can say, "I've been thinking about changing jobs,"
Good. You can also say, I'm looking for something new.
or "I'm open to new opportunities."
Yes, that one is very useful. It sounds professional.
Wait, what does opportunity mean here?
Good question. An opportunity is a chance. So, I'm open to new opportunities means I'm ready to hear about new chances or new jobs.
Ah, I see. So if a friend tells me about a company, I can say, thanks, I'm open to new opportunities.
Exactly. Now, many people also talk about their reasons. For example, I want to learn new skills.
I want more responsibility.
I want better work-life balance.
That phrase is so important.
It is. Work-life balance means you want time for work and time for your personal life, too.
So if you work all day, answer messages all night, and dream about email,
Then maybe you need better work-life balance.
yes, or a vacation, or both.
Other reasons are the pay is too low, the hours are too long, and there's no room to grow.
I like that phrase too. There's no room to grow.
Yes, it means you cannot develop, improve, or move higher in the company.
So if I do the same thing every day, every week, every month, and nothing changes, I can say there's no room to grow.
Exactly.
What if I don't hate my job, but I just feel bored?
Then you can say, I feel stuck, or I'm not challenged anymore.
I feel stuck is a very common phrase.
Yes, very natural. For example, I've been in the same role for 5 years and I feel stuck.
Can I also say I'm burned out?
Yes, but that has a stronger meaning. Burned out means very tired, mentally and emotionally, from too much work or stress.
Oh, that's useful. So bored and burned out are not the same.
Right. If you're bored, you want something more interesting. If you're burned out, you need rest and change because you have too much pressure.
I think many people say I'm tired, but sometimes they really mean I'm burned out.
That's true. And if you want to explain it simply, you can say, I've been under a lot of pressure, or I need a healthier schedule.
I need a healthier schedule. It sounds calm and honest.
Now, let's imagine you are talking to a friend. Maybe you say, I'm thinking about changing jobs.
And the friend asks, really? Why do you want to leave?
Then you answer, I want to try something different, or I want a job that fits me better.
A job that fits me better. That sounds nice. It's like clothes, but for your life.
Yes, exactly. You can also say, I want a job with flexible hours. I want a shorter commute, or I want to work from home.
Oh, commute. That's another important word.
Yes, your commute is your travel from home to work and from work to home.
So if I spend 2 hours on the train every day, I can say my commute is too long.
Yes, and many people change jobs because of that.
I understand. A long commute can make your day feel very heavy.
Right. Now, let's talk about fear. Changing jobs can be exciting, but it can also be scary.
Very scary. Sometimes people think, what if I fail? Or what if the new job is worse?
Yes, and in English, you can say, I'm nervous about starting over.
Or I'm afraid to leave my comfort zone.
That's a useful phrase, too. Your comfort zone is the place where you feel safe and familiar.
Even if it's not perfect.
Exactly.
That happens to me a lot. I complain about something, but I still stay because it feels familiar.
Many people do that. So a friend might say, take it one step at a time.
That phrase is great. Take it one step at a time.
Yes, it means don't do everything at once. Just do one small thing, then the next.
So first, update your resume, then look at job postings, then send applications.
Exactly. That's a very healthy way to do it.
Wait, can we talk about resume?
Of course, a resume is a document that shows your work experience, skills, education, and achievements.
So it's like your work story on 1 or 2 pages.
Yes, that's a nice way to say it.
Okay, so if I want to change jobs, I can say I need to update my resume.
Yes, and also, I should rewrite my cover letter.
What's a cover letter again?
A cover letter is a short letter you send with your resume. It explains why you want the job and why you are a good fit.
Good fit, another useful phrase.
Yes, I think I'm a good fit for this role.
Nice. So the process starts, you feel unhappy, you're curious, you decide to look around, then you update your resume and cover letter.
Right. After that, you start job hunting.
Job hunting sounds funny, like people are running through the forest looking for offices.
Yes, but it simply means searching for jobs.
So I can say, I'm job hunting right now.
Yes, or I'm sending out applications.
I saw a job posting yesterday.
I applied online last night.
I'm waiting to hear back.
Perfect. Those are all very common phrases.
What does hear back mean?
It means get a reply. So I'm waiting to hear back means I'm waiting for the company to answer me.
That's easy. I like that phrase.
Now, sometimes people apply for many jobs.
Yes, my friend applied for 12 jobs in 1 week.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yes, he said, I'm applying to 3 jobs a day.
That's a great example because it shows frequency. You can say, I'm checking job sites every morning, or I'm sending 2 applications a week.
Good. Numbers make your English feel more real.
Exactly. Now, let's say you get good news.
The best email ever.
Yes, you can say, I got an interview.
Or they invited me for an interview.
Right, and then the stress begins.
Yes, you feel happy for 5 minutes, then suddenly you forget your own name.
That is very relatable.
In an interview, they often ask, "Can you tell me about yourself?"
Yes, that is one of the most common questions.
I used to hate that question
Why?
because I never knew where to start. My name, my hobbies, my favorite sandwich.
Usually not the sandwich.
That's good to know. Too late, but good to know.
A simple answer is, sure, I've worked in customer service for 3 years, I enjoy helping people, and now I'm looking for a new role where I can grow.
That's clear and easy.
Yes, keep it short and relevant.
Another common question is, why do you want this job?
Yes, and you can answer, I'm interested in this position because it matches my skills, or I'm excited about this opportunity because I want to learn more in this field.
Field means work area, right?
Exactly. For example, education, marketing, design, sales, those are different fields.
Good. And then they ask, what are your strengths?
Right. You can say, I'm organized, I'm a quick learner, I work well under pressure, or I communicate well with people.
I can say, I stay calm in busy situations.
Yes, that's excellent.
Can I say I'm friendly and I bring snacks?
Maybe not in every interview, but in real life, that is a strength.
Thank you.
They may also ask, what is your weakness?
Ah, the dangerous question.
Yes, but you can answer honestly and carefully. For example, sometimes I take on too much work, but I'm learning how to manage my time better.
That sounds much better than, my weakness is that I sleep when I'm stressed.
Yes, please do not say that in an interview.
Noted.
Another useful phrase is, I have experience in. For example, I have experience in sales, team support, and problem solving.
I like that structure. Very simple.
Yes, you can also say, in my current job, I, then explain your duties. For example, in my current job, I answer customer emails, manage schedules, and prepare reports.
That's practical. It shows what you really do.
Exactly. And if you don't have a lot of experience, you can still say, I'm eager to learn.
That's a great phrase.
Yes, very positive.
So, after the interview, what do people usually say?
They might say, I think the interview went well.
Or, I was nervous at first, but then I relaxed.
Yes, or I think I answered clearly.
Or, I forgot one easy word and now I want to hide under a table.
That one is also possible.
Very possible.
Then comes another waiting period. You can say, I'm still waiting for their decision.
I hope they call me back.
Yes, and if they make an offer, that's another important step.
Right. Then you need phrases for salary, benefits, and conditions.
Exactly. So the company may say, we'd like to offer you the position.
And you say, thank you for the offer.
Yes, then you can ask, what is the salary range?
Does the job offer remote work?
Are there any benefits?
Is there room to grow in this role?
Good. Those are excellent questions.
Wait, what are benefits?
Benefits are extra things the company gives you, like health insurance, paid vacations, sick leave, training, or retirement support.
Ah, okay, so salary is money and benefits are the extra support.
Exactly.
What if I want more money? How do I say that politely?
You can say, I'd like to discuss the salary, or is there any flexibility in the offer?
That sounds polite.
Yes, another useful phrase is, I was hoping for something a little higher.
Nice. Not too aggressive.
Right, or based on my experience, I'd like to negotiate the salary.
Negotiate means talk to reach an agreement, right?
Exactly. You try to find a number that works for both sides.
Good. I think many people are afraid of that word.
Yes, but it's normal. You can be polite and still ask for what you need.
So if the company gives me an offer, I don't always have to answer immediately.
Correct. You can say, thank you, I need a little time to think about it.
Or, I'd like to compare my options before I decide.
Yes, or simply, when do you need my answer?
Very useful.
Then maybe you accept. You can say, I'd be happy to accept the offer.
Or, I'm pleased to accept the position.
Yes, and if you don't want it, you can say, thank you very much, but I've decided to decline.
Decline means say no politely.
Exactly.
Okay, now comes the part many people fear the most.
Telling your current boss.
Yes, that conversation can make your stomach hurt.
Very true. So let's talk about useful phrases. You can start with, I'd like to talk to you about something important.
That already sounds serious.
Yes, but calm. Then you can say, I've decided to move on.
That's a good phrase. Move on.
Yes, it means you are leaving and going to the next step in your life or career.
So I don't have to say, I'm escaping.
No, please don't say that.
Okay,
You can also say, I've accepted another position, or I've decided to take a new opportunity.
and then I'd like to give my notice.
Exactly. Give notice means officially tell your employer that you are leaving.
How much notice is common?
It depends on the country and company, but 2 weeks is common in many places. So you can say, my last day will be 2 weeks from today.
Or, my last working day will be Friday, June 10th.
Yes, very clear.
I think it's also important to be respectful.
Absolutely. You can say, thank you for the opportunity. I've learned a lot here, and I appreciate your support.
Those phrases help you leave on good terms.
Exactly. Leave on good terms means leave with respect and without conflict.
That's important because maybe you need a reference later.
Yes, and that's another useful phrase. Would you be willing to be a reference for me?
Good one.
You can also say, I'll do my best to finish my projects before I leave.
I'll help with the transition.
I can train the next person if needed.
Those phrases sound very professional.
They do, and they show responsibility.
What if your boss is surprised and asks, why are you leaving?
You can answer carefully. For example, I'm ready for a new challenge, or I found a role that matches my long-term goals.
Long-term goals is a strong phrase.
Yes, it means the things you want for your future.
Could I say, this was not an easy decision?
Definitely. That's a very good phrase.
It sounds honest and respectful.
Yes, and if you want to be kind, you can add, I'm grateful for everything I learned here.
Nice. So even if you want to leave badly, you should still stay calm.
Exactly. Keep it professional.
That phrase again, keep it professional.
Yes, very important.
Okay, now let's imagine the happy part. You start your new job.
Yes, first day.
New desk, new password, new coffee machine that looks smarter than you.
That is sometimes true.
Very true.
Definitely true. On your first day, you can say, Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Leo.
I'm happy to be here.
Could you show me around?
Where should I sit?
How does the system work?
Sorry, I'm still learning.
Great. Those are very natural.
I think I'm still learning is one of the best phrases ever.
I agree. It's simple, honest, and useful in many situations.
Especially when everything is new and people talk very fast.
Yes. Then you can say, "Could you repeat that, please?"
Let me write that down.
"Who should I ask if I need help?"
Thanks for your patience.
Excellent.
And after a few days, maybe you say, I'm starting to feel more comfortable.
Yes, or "I'm getting the hang of it."
Wait, what does that mean?
"I'm getting the hang of it" means I'm starting to understand it and do it better.
Ah, okay. So at first I'm lost, but later I'm getting the hang of it.
Exactly.
I like that phrase. It sounds very real.
It is. You can also say, "The team has been very welcoming."
Everyone has been really helpful.
"I'm glad I made this change."
I think I made the right decision.
Yes, those are wonderful reflection phrases.
But let's be honest, sometimes the first week is hard.
Very true.
New names, new tasks, new systems, new lunch rules.
Lunch rules?
Yes, some offices have secret lunch rules. Where to sit, when to heat your food, which spoon is the office spoon.
That sounds like a difficult workplace.
It was a very serious kitchen.
Well, in those moments, it helps to say, "Sorry, I'm a little lost," or "I'm not familiar with this process yet."
Not familiar is another useful phrase.
Yes, it means you don't know it well yet.
Good. So we have phrases for the beginning of the job change, the job search, the interview, the resignation, and the first days in the new job.
Exactly. That gives learners a full path.
Can I ask you something personal?
Sure.
If you wanted to change your job, what would be your main reason?
I think my main reason would be growth. I like learning and I want to keep improving. So I might say, "I'm looking for a role where I can grow and take on more responsibility."
That sounds very Tina.
Thank you. What about you?
I think for me it would be balance. I would say, I want a healthier schedule and more flexible hours.
That makes sense.
I know myself. If my work takes all my energy, I become very quiet.
Really? Quiet?
Okay, maybe not quiet, but slower, less funny.
Then yes, the world needs your work-life balance.
Thank you. I'm doing this for the people.
Another useful thing is asking others for advice. You can say, "Do you think I should apply?"
Can I get your opinion?
"Do you think this role suits me?"
Should I stay where I am, or should I try something new?
Yes, those are great phrases for conversations with friends, mentors, or family.
And then they might answer, it's worth a try.
Or, "You never know unless you try."
That sounds like a good opportunity.
Trust yourself.
You have the skills.
Make a plan.
Don't be afraid to ask questions.
Wonderful. Those are all supportive phrases.
I think one mistake people make is waiting for the perfect time.
I agree. Sometimes there is no perfect time.
Yes, if you wait until you feel 100% ready, you may wait forever.
Exactly. So another good phrase is, "I may not feel fully ready, but I want to try."
That's powerful.
It is very honest and very brave.
And if you make mistakes,
Then you learn. Every job teaches you something.
I love that phrase. Every job teaches you something.
Yes, even a bad job can teach you what you don't want.
That is so true. I had a job once where I learned that I should never answer emails when I'm hungry.
What happened?
I wrote, best wishes, but my brain was thinking about food, so I almost wrote, best sandwiches.
That would have been memorable.
Very professional, very polished.
Well, mistakes happen. That's another good lesson for learners too. When you talk about jobs in English, you don't need perfect English. You need clear English.
Yes, simple phrases are enough.
Exactly. You can say, "I want to change jobs. I'm looking for something new. I got an interview. I accepted the offer. And it's my first day."
Those short phrases can take you very far.
They really can.
So, if someone watching today feels nervous about changing jobs, what would you say?
I would say, take it one step at a time. Update your resume, apply for a few jobs, practice your answers, ask questions, and trust yourself.
That's good advice. What would you say?
I would say, it's okay to feel scared. Changing jobs can be scary, but it can also be exciting. You are allowed to want something better.
That's lovely, Tina.
Thank you. I have one beautiful sentence every 6 months.
We're lucky today.
Yes, very lucky. All right, that was a long but very useful conversation.
Yes, and I think we used a lot of helpful words and phrases naturally.
Perfect. So now let's slow down and look at some key vocabulary. You know, Leo, while we were talking, we used many useful words and phrases. Let's review some of the most important ones.
Good idea. My brain needs a little parking space.
First word, opportunity. This means a good chance to do something.
Oh yes, like a chance for a new job or a new experience.
Exactly. In our conversation, we said, I'm open to new opportunities. That means I'm ready to hear about new chances. For example, this job is a great opportunity to learn, and moving to a new city gave her many opportunities.
You can also say, I don't want to miss this opportunity.
Very good. What kind of opportunity do you usually look for?
I look for opportunities to learn something useful and still have time to sleep.
That is a reasonable goal. Next word, burnt out. This means very tired from too much work or stress.
Oh yes, this is stronger than just tired.
Exactly. We used it when talking about too much pressure at work. For example, she felt burnt out after working every weekend. And if you never rest, you may become burnt out.
I can also say, I need a break because I'm burned out.
Yes, common mistake, don't use it for small tiredness. If you only need one nap, maybe you are just tired.
That is good news for me.
Next word, resume. This is the document that shows your work history, education, and skills.
Your work story on paper.
Exactly. In the conversation, we said, I need to update my resume. For example, I added my new job to my resume. And make sure your resume is clear and easy to read.
You can also say, I sent my resume yesterday.
Yes. What is one important thing on a resume?
I think clear information. Don't make it messy. My old resume looked like a sad shopping list.
That is why editing matters. Next phrase, cover letter. This is a short letter that explains why you want the job and why you are a good fit.
I always forget this one.
That's okay. Many learners do. In the conversation, we said, I should rewrite my cover letter. For example, she wrote a cover letter for the teaching job, and a good cover letter should sound personal, not copied.
Can I say my cover letter explains my experience?
Yes, exactly. What's your feeling about cover letters?
I don't love them, but I understand why they matter.
Honest answer. Next phrase, work-life balance. This means having enough time and energy for work and for your personal life too.
One of my favorite phrases in the world.
We used it when talking about long hours and stress. For example, I left my old job for better work-life balance, and good work-life balance helps your health.
You can also say, I want a job with better work-life balance.
Yes, related idea, healthy schedule.
My favorite schedule is work well, rest well, snack well.
That is not a bad life plan. Next word, commute. This means the trip between your home and your workplace.
Yes, we said my commute is too long.
Right. For example, her commute takes 40 minutes by bus, and I listen to podcasts during my commute.
I can also say, I want a shorter commute.
Exactly. What is your ideal commute?
10 minutes, 15 if there's good coffee near the office.
Very specific. Next phrase, hear back. This means get a reply.
I like this one because it sounds natural.
Yes. In the conversation, we said, I'm waiting to hear back. For example, I applied on Monday and heard back on Thursday. And did you hear back from the manager yet?
Another example, I hope I hear back soon.
Perfect. A small note, people often say hear back from someone, like I heard back from the manager.
That's useful.
Next word, negotiate. This means discuss something to reach an agreement.
Like salary, hours, or job conditions.
Exactly. We used it when talking about offers. For example, she negotiated a higher salary, and it's okay to negotiate politely.
You can also say, I'd like to negotiate the offer.
Yes. What should people remember about negotiating?
Be polite, be clear, and maybe don't say, I need more money because I want a giant TV.
Yes, maybe don't say that. Next phrase, give notice. This means officially tell your company that you are leaving.
This is a big one.
It is. We said, I'd like to give my notice. For example, he gave 2 weeks' notice yesterday. And before you leave, make sure you give notice properly.
Can I say, I need to give notice before I start my new job?
Yes, that's very natural. What's important when giving notice?
Be calm, be respectful, don't run away dramatically.
Excellent advice. Next phrase, move on. This means go to the next stage of life or work.
I like this phrase because it sounds positive.
Exactly. We used it in the sentence, I've decided to move on. For example, after 5 years, she was ready to move on, and it was hard, but he moved on to a better role.
You can also say, I think it's time for me to move on.
Yes. Personal question, when do people know it's time to move on?
Maybe when they stop learning, stop growing, or feel unhappy every day.
That's thoughtful. Last phrase, get the hang of it. This means start to understand something and do it more easily.
Oh yes, I needed this phrase many times in life.
We used it when talking about a new job. For example, the software was hard at first, but now I'm getting the hang of it. And don't worry, you'll get the hang of it soon.
Another example, I'm slow today, but I'll get the hang of it.
Exactly. It's very encouraging and natural.
I like phrases like that because they remind people that learning takes time.
Absolutely. And now let's quickly review all the words. Opportunity,
A good chance.
burnt out,
Very tired from too much work or stress.
resume,
A document about your work history and skills.
cover letter,
A short letter explaining why you want the job.
work-life balance,
Time and energy for work and personal life too.
commute,
The trip between home and work.
hear back,
Get a reply.
negotiate,
Discuss to reach an agreement.
give notice,
Officially say you're leaving your job.
move on,
Go to the next step.
get the hang of it.
Begin to understand and do something better. That was a very useful list.
Yes, and now let's recap the whole lesson.
Okay, Leo, that was a lot of talking about changing your job.
Yes, my mouth changed jobs and became a full-time talking machine.
That sounds about right. So let's think about what we learned.
First, we learned how to talk about wanting a change.
Yes, we used phrases like, I'm thinking about changing jobs, I want a fresh start, I feel stuck, and I'm open to new opportunities.
Then we talked about reasons.
Right. We said things like, the pay is too low, the hours are too long, I want better work-life balance, and there's no room to grow.
After that, we talked about job searching.
Yes, we used phrases such as, I need to update my resume, I wrote a cover letter, I applied online, and I'm waiting to hear back.
Then came the interview part.
Exactly. Important phrases there were, can you tell me about yourself? What are your strengths? I'm a quick learner. I have experience in, and I'm excited about this opportunity.
After the interview, we talked about offers and decisions.
Yes, we learned, what is the salary range? Are there any benefits? I'd like to negotiate. I need time to think. And I'd be happy to accept the offer.
And finally, we talked about leaving the old job and starting the new one.
Right. We used phrases like, I've decided to move on. I'd like to give notice. Thank you for the opportunity. It's my first day. Could you show me around? And I'm getting the hang of it.
When you hear all of that together, changing jobs sounds like a big journey.
It is a big journey, but the English you need is actually quite simple.
Yes, short phrases, clear meaning, real situations.
Exactly. And if you practice these phrases step by step, you can talk about career change with more confidence. Now, we want to hear from you. This is our favorite part.
Yes, because this is where you practice too.
Our question of the day is, if you changed your job, what would be your main reason?
Good question. My answer is easy. I would change my job for better work-life balance. I want enough time to work well, rest well, and enjoy life.
That makes sense. My answer is a little different. I would change my job to learn new skills and grow more in my career.
See, we have different answers, and that's okay.
Exactly. There is no one perfect answer.
So, viewers, we want to know about you.
Please tell us in the comments. You can write something simple like, I would change my job because I want better pay.
Or, I would change my job because I want flexible hours.
Or, I changed my job last year because I wanted a fresh start.
You can also use this template. I would change my job because blank, I want blank.
Here is another easy template. My main reason is blank because blank.
Please write your answer in the comments.
It helps us make better videos, and it also helps you practice writing in English.
And don't worry about perfect grammar. Just try.
Thank you so much for learning with us today.
We really hope this lesson helps you talk about changing your job in clear, natural English.
If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up.
And click the subscribe button and the little bell.
That way, you won't forget to join us for future lessons.
You are all great students.
Keep practicing. Remember, small phrases can help you say big things.
And one more thing, don't be afraid to try. Confidence grows with practice.
Have a wonderful day, evening, and night.
Take care, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.